What's up, guys? Welcome to the Nice Catch Podcast, where we're here to catch you up on all the latest football news and analysis. I'm Baden.
And I'm Hank. And today, we're not covering all the recent headlines in NFL and college football.
Not much analysis here.
We're doing something a little different. Yes, the playoffs just happened, all of this, but it's Christmas. We're going to spend time with our families. You're going to spend time with your families. And we're going to talk about something little Christmas themed.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about who's on our naughty and nice list for Christmas, for football. We're going to talk about our favorite memories. And, of course, we'll mention the all-time fantasy Christmas performance, but we'll save that one. So, a little special Christmas episode for you. If you're looking for all the headlines, look out for our next episode, as we will be talking all about college football and NFL headlines there. But this time, we're going to start with our naughty and nice list. Just throw out some. What if we did a draft? We're on the notes. Let's just draft people for our naughty and nice list.
Okay.
What if we took turns and each of us drafts a naughty person, then each of us drafts a nice person? Kind of like the snake draft, how we used to do it, remember? So
I think that's fair.
Each of us draft a nice person, each of us draft a naughty person. And since I'm feeling nice, I'll let you start on the nice list, and then I'll start on the naughty list. So I'm thinking we're going on the fly. We're like just having a little fun here. And so we're throwing some ideas around. What I'm thinking, we'll just think of a player. It can be funny. It can be he's actually a nice person, but that's not as funny, It can be man, the way he did this was just really nice.
It was really nice. Just a nice, great guy.
College, NFL, whatever.
Yeah.
And we're going to put him on the naughty or nice list. Actually, what if we did players, teams, storylines, entities, anything on the naughty or nice list?
Okay,
anything football related.
I like that.
So I'll let you go first on the nice list because I don't have anything. I want to put you on the spot instead.
Perfect. Thank you. I actually, I didn't have anything, but I had one thing, and because I saw this earlier. Nice list, I think we'll go entity, Indianapolis Colts. The Indianapolis Colts have the least penalties on the season. They've played the cleanest game, and I just feel like they're just, Jonathan Taylor, Daniel Jones. Now Phillip Rivers is basically like Santa Claus. Phillip Rivers is bringing a gift to us, restoring our childhood of getting to watch Phillip Rivers play football. That nostalgia, he's bringing that back to us. He's bringing back our childhood. So I think the Colts as a team, but Phillip Rivers, nice list.
I like that.
Yeah,
man. Phillip Rivers played football before we were born.
Yeah. And now he's bringing it back.
He's bringing it back. Crazy. I like that. The nice list. The Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah.
Yeah. For my first pick on the nice list, I'm gonna go offensive lines that are playing against Myles Garrett. Because don't get me wrong, Myles Garrett's a great player. Actually, on the nice list, no, I'm totally just going to switch it up. I don't like that. I changed my mind. I'm not going to go on the nice list, I'm going to put the Chargers.
The Chargers.
The Chargers are fun to root for. The Chargers are always just a team that they don't have that many fans, so when they're good, they're not that annoying. And they're good enough this year that I know 2 Chargers fans, and both of them are fake. Just kidding. Only one's fake. Only one's fake. And they did an extra favor for us in eliminating the Chiefs. The Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
And so we're going to put the Chargers on the nice list because they did an extra favor for us in eliminating the Chiefs and just being a fun team to root for. It's not like the Patriots or the Chiefs that when they're good, everyone hears about it. The Chargers are on the nice list.
I love that.
And then if we're doing, you want to do snake draft kind of? So
we'll go snake draft. Hit the naughty list.
So the naughty list, We're gonna do I think I like this one. We're gonna do the Carolina Panthers because they make the jobs of people like us extra hard. Because you look at who the Panthers play, man, they beat the Rams. Wow, how crazy is that? Man, who else did they beat? I mean, they beat the Falcons 30-0. Wow, like that's crazy. They beat the Cowboys when the Cowboys were maybe at their best.
Yeah.
Who did they have? Who did they lost to? They lost 2 to the Saints. They only scored 9 total points against the 49ers, losing by 11. They got blown out 42-13 against the Patriots. They lost to the Cardinals.
Yeah.
I have no
that is
idea
naughty.
if they're a good team or a bad team. Beating the Rams, that looks good. Losing to all these teams, not good. So they're a naughty team because they're hard to analyze. Where should they belong? And so I'm just going to put them on the naughty list because, man, you should make our job a little easier. Come on, Panthers.
They're getting Cole.
They're definitely getting Cole.
I think I have number 1 on the naughty list.
Okay.
Easy number 1.
I want to hear this.
And I don't know if we can top this. This might sound up. Zach Bond,
Okay.
Eagles linebacker. Do you want to know why he's on the naughty list?
What? Please tell me. Please educate me.
Because he took away the joy that is Giants rookie Cam Skattebo.
Oh,
He delivered that tackle, that season-ending tackle. And I just think that Zach Bond might be a great guy, but because he took Cam Skattebo. Now I'm on because he took Cam Skattebo away, just the fun, like Cam Skattebo is so fun to watch, such an excellent player, just like the amount of attention that he brought to the Giants and just all the hype that was around him and how fun he was, how hard of a runner, how hard of a worker he was. The fact that we didn't get to see him through the rest of the season, Zach Bond. And so it's nothing personal, but that puts you on the nice catch naughty list.
That's good. And then
for my now I'm nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Now
we got it.
Now
I think
I'm nice.
I
I think
we've never been able to figure out the snake
yeah,
draft.
we've always been a little off.
But you know what? We'll just
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out.
good enough.
Let's see. Do I want to go funny or hey? Okay. You know what? It's been a nice year for Josh Allen. I mean, he got engaged. He's been having a good season. Josh Allen, you're on the nice list. He just seemed like he's just been having a good year. He's been doing what he needs to do on the football field. He has delivered some of the greatest games we've seen this season. Think about week 1 against the Ravens. He's on the nice list just because of that. I mean, Lamar Jackson, get ready. Both of those quarterbacks, both of those guys deserve to be on the nice list just because of just the absolute show that they put on there. Then Josh Allen against the Patriots this week. At this point, 2 weeks ago. Such a great game. He's just delivered so many fun games to watch that I think easy nice list. I think put him on there just because of the quality of football that he brings to us.
Yeah, that's good. So I have my pick for the nice list, but I guess I got to think one for the naughty list first. For the naughty list, let's go the College Football Playoff Committee.
Yeah.
Because, there's some things that I think are a little off. Overall, it's like, okay, you put the good teams in there in a pretty good order. But if I'm sitting here as a Notre Dame fan, I feel lied to. I feel betrayed. Because you're like, yes, we know Miami beat you, but, you're a good boy. We're gonna have you in above them. It's okay. And then the last second, they're like, haha, guess what? You're not in.
Yep.
Bye-bye. And, some of that might be because the athletic directors are like, they're not in a conference. We don't want them in here. Bye-bye, Notre Dame. So, if I am Notre Dame, I feel like the College Football Playoff Committee has lied to me. And since they're a Catholic school and Santa is like Saint Nicholas,
Saint Nicholas.
then it's especially bad for this college. Just kidding. I don't know where that came from.
But yeah, the college playoff committee definitely on the naughty list.
Definitely on the naughty list, at least for Notre Dame, who I don't know, Saint Nicholas, Santa Claus, but a team that's on the nice, or an entity that's on the nice list, is the James Madison University social media team. And yes, we are recording this before this game happened. If they actually won, then props to them. But some of what they've been putting out on social media has been especially fun to see. Because they've just been putting out some really fun, like, playful, people will be posting about, what an upset it would be, for the James Madison to win this game. And they'll reply, like, oh, no, like, yes, it would be an upset if Oregon won this game, but, like, I don't think it'd be the biggest upset of all time if Oregon beat James Madison. Just, like, playing off the fact that, yes, we know we're the underdogs, but we're going to have fun with it, and we are going to enjoy this time, make the most of our social media. If you haven't gotten to see any of it, just look up James Madison football social media. It's really fun to see. So that's what I got for the nice and the naughty list. And then back to you on, wait a second.
Should be me starting off with the nice, yeah.
Who else did you say for your naughty list?
I did not write it down. Where are we?
Have you said two? Because you started with one nice, then I did my naughty and nice. Then you did
nice. Colts, Josh Allen.
Naughty and nice.
I've just done Zach Bond as my naughty. So I start with naughty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. Simple for me. Naughty list. I gotta go the. We actually talked about this in the most recent episode we did. I gotta talk about the Bengals management. The Bengals management, naughty boys. They have not formed their team well.
Yeah.
So, and this is a serious one. I hate to be serious on Christmas, but I think I gotta be.
Sometimes it's time for the family to circle up, and you gotta have that serious conversation.
You gotta have that serious conversation.
And that's gotta happen in Cincinnati.
And that does have to happen. A serious conversation needs to be done with Cincinnati. Imagine the talent and potential that is withheld in that team. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. At one point, they had Joe Mixon in there during some of his best seasons. T. Higgins. I mean, some of the biggest name, the best, one of the best quarterbacks and best wide receivers to ever play in our era. And they just can't do anything with it because the management, they won't help their defense. They don't help their offensive line. I mean, and also, yeah, that falls on the defense and the offensive line, but they're just, I just need to see better from the Bengals management. When you know the skill and the talent that you have and you can't build around it, that is on the management. And we talked about the money and how that all that money is going to these three big names. And that leaves less room for the other guys. But you have to know that you can't do it with just those three big names. You need to build a team. You're not going to do it with three big guys. And so that puts the Bengals management on my naughty list. And for my nice list, I hadn't made it that far. I actually thought of two naughties. So, but on the nice list, I am going to go with on my nice list, I am going to go with you know what I'm going to go with? I'm going to go with Tony Romo.
Okay.
Yeah, and you want to know why I'm going to go with Tony Romo?
Please tell me why.
Because
I'm confused. I need your help.
Because I got the wonderful opportunity to meet Tony Romo over the summer before the season started.
I forgot about this.
In Jackson Hole, in
Montana?
No, this
Wyoming?
was before. In Wyoming, we were on vacation, and I got to meet Tony Romo. And let me just say, he would, as much as sometimes as an announcer, he can be a little frustrating.
Hey, I personally like when Tony Romo announces.
I like when he
really enjoy
announces
it.
most games. There's some teams that he announces that I don't love, but he was such a pleasant person. One of the nicest. Like he's in a position to not be super nice. Like he doesn't have to be. He was so nice, so pleasant. If not, like I didn't even have to reach out and be like, "Hey, could I get a?" Like he was like, "Hey, do you, like?" He saw me. I went over to talk to him and I introduced myself. And he's like, "Let's get a picture." Like he just threw himself out there. He was so nice, and I didn't want to bother him. He was with his family. He had no obligation whatsoever to be a nice, genuine guy who reached out to me. He did, or not reached out to me, but who was kind and wanted to take a picture and all that. He had no obligation to do that, but he did, and that easily puts him on my nice list. It just seemed like such a genuine, kind guy. I got to see him with his kids, and he was absolutely, I will tell you, Tony Romo was hilarious in person. So he's a really funny guy, and I always think it's really funny when he predicts plays. When he is announcing, it's always funny to be like, all right, here, they're going to do this. And when they do it, it's always funny.
Yeah.
And so, Tony Romo, you are on my nice list.
I love that. I was just wearing my Tony Romo jersey, and the Cowboys lost. So.
Well, what are you gonna do? Huh?
Oh well.
What are you
Actually,
gonna do?
I had already typed in my answer for the naughty list, and I think he fits there great. But because I mentioned it, I'm gonna put the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay.
Because yes, it's always disappointing rooting for bad teams. Sometimes I think it'd be fun to be a fan of like the Jets or like I don't know the Browns. So it's like every time you win a game, it's a celebration. It's a win for you to be above 500. For the Cowboys, if you don't make the playoffs and if you don't win games in the playoffs, your season is always a loss. And this season has been especially frustrating because you have no hope. Wait, they have hope. Just kidding, you don't. Wait a second, they have more hope.
Yeah.
And it's just, they keep showing you something like, guess what? Guess what we have? We have a playoff game here. Just kidding. No, we don't. So the Cowboys themselves, namely the Jones of the Jerry variety. I don't know why I said that. That was weird. Jerry Jones himself is also on the naughty list. Cowboys, Jerry Jones, as a whole, you're on the naughty list. And then on the nice list, I have not gotten that far. So let's think. On the nice list, on the nice list, we're going to put the UFL. And for that matter, the CFL. Because in the spring after the Super Bowl, what am I supposed to do with my life? Am I actually supposed to focus on my classes? I'm just kidding, guys. Just so you know. I am kidding. I do focus on my classes. I do really enjoy my classes.
Yeah, which is exactly why we're recording this instead of studying for a final.
Uh-oh. But I do enjoy my classes. But sometimes you just want to watch a football game and like nothing's going to scratch that itch. Like you can watch highlights, you can analyze the transfer portal and spring camp and stuff, but like you just need something to scratch that itch. And so shout out football leagues that have schedules during NFL offseason. Like if you look at the UFL season, typically it's late March to mid-June. Like, it's that time in no man's land. And so, Super Bowl, you get a little break, then you have the UFL, you have a little break, and then it's NFL preseason. The CFL season, part of it's because it's Canada, and you have to play games when it's warmer outside, starts early June, goes to late November, and gives, just extra fun ways to watch football. It's always, if you never watched Canadian football, always fun to watch. It's a little different. They're actually older than the NFL. It's the CFL. It's their 113th season next year. Yes.
Huh.
So really interesting. So UFL and CFL both on the nice list. So that's three. And I feel like this has been a pretty good if we want to like touch on maybe a couple other things for Christmas, I don't know.
All right.
So I think that. Why do you have the same player on your naughty and your nice list?
I see. I was gonna. If we were doing one more, I was gonna do a little bit of a double header.
Okay.
We
can't. I was just kind of thinking like
There's other stuff we
three
could get to.
because we can't do 4.
Yeah, we can't just end it on 4.
We can do 3 or 5.
We can do 3 or 5. Yeah. That's
So,
fair. I think
I'm
we end it and we move forward.
Great.
Yeah.
I want to see what you were gonna do there. So give us like an honorable mention on the nice list.
Honorable mention.
Well,
Honorable mention double header here.
Okay,
Just
yeah,
to
that's exactly.
to close it out. To close out this segment of naughty and nice catch. To close out this,
naughty catch, nice
naughty
catch.
catch, nice catch.
Wow, guys, we didn't even think about that.
But Aziz Al-Shair, linebacker for the Texans. He has been the Texans' Walter Payton Man of the Year award the past couple of seasons. He does so much like outreach in the community in Houston. He's a very outgoing guy on the Texans team. But on the field, it's a bit of a different story. He has some of the most blatant and careless targeting penalties I have ever seen in my entire life. Like not, sometimes there's one you're like, that's not target. Like, even though by the rules it's targeting, like, he wasn't trying to hurt him.
Yeah.
He was just, he was already committed to the tackle, this or this. You see some of his hits and you're like, no, he was trying to kill that guy.
Yeah.
And like with that, the Texans defense with Al-Shair is by far the naughtiest team thing on that we have in the NFL. I mean, if you look at what they're at, they have at this point in the season 135 penalties, 1,149 penalty yards, and 11 unnecessary roughness flags. That's bad. And so yeah, that's why he's naughty and nice.
A few years ago, NFL memes posted Aziz Al-Shair try not to be a dirty player challenge. Impossible.
Impossible.
And I'm just watching a couple of them, and he's like, tries to choke Tom Brady.
He literally choked Tom Brady. You remember the Trevor Lawrence hit where Trevor Lawrence is like,
just iconic.
Yeah. He just like on the field, it's just an airhead. He's just going to kill people. But like in the community, he tries to do a lot of outreach, and he's been the Texans nominee for Walter Payton Man of the Year, I think 2 or 3 years in a row, probably since J.J. Watt, since he got on the team, or since J.J. Watt. I think J.J. Watt was it for a while. But yeah, so that's he's doubleheader. Outside of football, he's a nice guy. Inside football, he really needs to probably calm it down.
Yeah, clean it up a little.
Clean it up a little bit. Yeah, but yeah. So that's our naughty and nice segment with the nice catch podcast.
That was fun. I like the little
the
little naughty and nice. So that's our naughty and lice. Not naughty and lice. Whoa,
lice.
They go in the naughty list.
Yeah, lice definitely goes on the naughty list.
We can. What do you want to finish out at?
We are at. We're at 23 minutes right now.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to do maybe a memory and then finish it out with all-time fantasy?
I like that. We can do.
Perfect. Because we were just thinking,
one or two memories.
One or two memories. We were thinking about Christmas, and Christmas is a time that you look back over the year. You're with your family. You look back over the year, and you just think of things you're thankful for. Think of just memories and good things that have happened over the year. Of course, it's a time that you look over and think about all that God has done for you and the reason that we celebrate Christmas. It's important to think about that most of all. But it's also a time to think about family and memories. And so we were just thinking, in that spirit, in that same vein, thinking of our favorite memories from this season. And do you want to start us off, or I think I've got one in the chamber. I think I've got one locked in.
Do it.
Okay. I think one of my favorite football memories, just because it was so crazy, and it's something that we talked about a lot on the podcast. A couple days later, but it was the the Broncos and Giants game. And me and my roommates had just got back from some break, maybe it was fall break or something, and we had it on, and we had watched it. We were watching it, and then like it was just absolute blowout. The Giants were killing the Broncos, and it was our friend's birthday, and we were like, you know what? Let's go out to eat. We don't need to watch this game. Let's go out to eat for our friend's birthday. So we're sitting there, we're eating, not even thinking. They had TVs on, but they were playing soccer. They literally were not
Fake
playing
football.
any NFL games, fake football. And so we were like, you know what? I wonder what's going on. So I don't have YouTube TV or anything that I can watch it on my phone, but on ESPN it has the game cast where it walks you through. Whenever a play happens, it tells you, 24-yard pass caught by blank. Now it's first and whatever. So I looked up the score and I was like, wait, it's the Broncos are kind of coming back. What the heck? And it wasn't like super close, but it was getting closer. So we weren't even really paying attention to it. I pulled up the game cast on my phone and had it sitting in the middle of the table. And we kept looking back at it. And surely enough, get a few minutes later, or 10, 15 minutes later, we're like, wait, this is a close game. And so we are huddled around this table with my phone just sitting in the middle. Everybody's looking at it. And we're like people are staring at us because we're just like yelling every time. It's like, oh, it was an incomplete pass. And it was a lot of fun. And it was even better because the Broncos ended up coming out and winning the game. And one of my roommates, not the one we were celebrating, but he was a big Broncos guy, or is a big Broncos fan. And so just all around, that was just a fun, like, that game was so much fun. And then we actually got back to the room and I skipped back on YouTube TV and we watched the whole fourth quarter. Even though we knew how it was going to turn out, we still got just as excited. And so that was definitely a fun memory of this NFL season.
I love that. Comeback wins are the best. And I think I'm going to have to go with watching another comeback win. Watching A&M beat Notre Dame was just a nail-biter. Watching the Bills beat the Ravens in Week 1, game of the season right there. But then, South Carolina versus A&M. We're watching our school's rivalry game. Didn't go that well. But I was sitting next to a couple other A&M fans. I'm like, okay, this just stinks. This is how our season's going to go down. And we're keeping it going. It's like, we scored. There's no way. We're actually going to come back. And just being able to be at a football game, keeping track of another football game, and just see a nail-biter come back come back from down 30-3 and win the game.
Yeah.
Just insane. That's I think, my favorite memory of this football season. No storming the field this year.
No storming the field this year. Didn't have really a storm the field kind of game.
See, it'd be really funny if Harding wins the national championship. We'll know by the time this episode is out. But if Harding wins, then it'll be Harding wins. We beat Harding. Harding wins. Harding wins in the Natty. So and the year in between that they didn't
beat them.
Is our fault.
Exactly. So we kept them. We're Harding's kryptonite, you could say. If we beat them, they're cooked. They can't do anything about it.
They're so cooked.
They're so cooked.
They only beat us by 21 points this year. Which is a lot less than they beat other teams by.
Yes, exactly. So keep that
Even
in mind.
Cuts down who they beat in the playoffs, who was the 2 or 3 seed. We lost by a closer margin.
Heck yeah.
But if we're talking about one of the best Christmas memories and football related.
This is actually one of my worst Christmas memories, but I'll explain
For
later.
you?
For me personally, but...
See, we know that it's fantasy playoff season. And if we're looking at all-time playoff performances in fantasy, one of the best ones ever happened on Christmas Day in a game where the Saints played the Vikings. And it was a special day, and Alvin Kamara was celebrating because he was wearing Christmas Day cleats. One red one, one green one. And he went on to run for 155 yards and score 6 rushing touchdowns. 6 rushing touchdowns. And trying to see. How many fantasy points was that? It was 50-something, right?
I think it was more than that. I know because I had my league. They were bumped up, and so like it was like 70 or something in my league. But it's because we had the points. We like big numbers, so
That's fair. 56.2 fantasy points. Imagine you're starting Alvin Kamara. You're like, man, like, I really need this, and it's the championship. You're like, man, I need this one. And Alvin Kamara gets you 56.2 fantasy points, or maybe this is a bad memory.
Yeah, maybe it's possible that you're in the playoffs and you're down. You know, you're not winning. And Alvin Kamara scores 56 fantasy points, and he's on your bench.
Oh,
maybe one of the best fantasy performances of all time. Alvin Kamara is sitting on your bench, and you lose that playoff game while having Alvin Kamara on your bench.
that is not where I thought that was going. In the words of Pat McAfee,
That
is not what I thought.
Yeah, yeah. That was a heartbreaker. I can tell you that much. That was a heartbreaker. Also a heartbreaker, Alvin Kamara not getting the all-time record of 7 rushing touchdowns in a game. And that was a conscious decision by Sean Payton. Alvin Kamara, in that game, he was a selfless guy. He said he wanted it, and Sean Payton was like, that's not what we're doing. And Alvin Kamara didn't throw a fit or anything. He said, okay, then that's fine. But just so you know, the listener knows, if you didn't watch that game, if maybe you weren't into football then, just so you know.
And it was a long time ago.
It was a very long time ago. Just so you know, Alvin Kamara and the Saints were in the red zone, I think even on inside the 5-yard line, and could have easily had and it was like 2nd and goal, and Alvin Kamara could have rushed in a touchdown, and they didn't. They gave it to somebody else. So it wasn't like he got 6 and they just couldn't get down and score again. It was that they got 6, he got 6, and he could have had a walk-in touchdown. Mm-hmm. And Sean Payton said, no, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, they had the ball at Minnesota's 33 with a minute and a half left. It's like, and they had already scored 52 points. It's not like they weren't going to be able to score anymore.
Yeah.
And so, yeah,
but
selfless effort and 3rd most all-time fantasy points by a running back.
Yeah. And what made it beautiful is he had his Christmas shoes on. Mm-hmm. He had a red and a green cleat, and he got fined, I think.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
Because the NFL doesn't like when you...
The No Fun League.
The No Fun League. The Boo League. But Alvin Kamara had his Christmas cleats on, and maybe that's what he's been missing since...
Yeah, exactly.
But I think, man, that's one of the most memorable Christmas football memories, football games that I can think of. You know, it's a good way to remember Christmas football.
Yeah, and man, if only there was good football to watch this Christmas. You have to watch the Cowboys and the Commanders. Yikes. The Lions and the Vikings.
Ooh, well, it
could be interesting,
but it probably won't be.
And the Broncos and the Chiefs, which is funny. It's going to be Gardner. Hey, you get to watch Gardner Minshew on Christmas. I mean, that's worth it.
I'll take that. That game doesn't sound terrible. You know what would be funny is if Gardner Minshew and the Chiefs beat the Broncos when Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs couldn't beat the Broncos. That would be funny.
I asked Google, has Gardner Minshew ever played on Christmas? Yes, Gardner Minshew has played on Christmas Eve. No, that's not what I asked.
So that's just not the question.
Christmas Day.
So basically what we're saying is if Gardner Minshew beats the Broncos with the Chiefs, then he's a better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes.
I mean, I think that's exactly how it works.
I think that is how it works. Surely that's how that works. But yeah.
What?
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. We hope you have a great Christmas. And enjoy a little mini episode from us here at the Nice Catch Podcast.
Exactly. Just a short 30-minute episode. This one was just fun. Something fun for y'all. Something fun for us to record. I mean, we a lot of times we have a lot of things prepped out, and we have a lot of our episodes are very they're always fun, but very information heavy. We got stuff we want to cover, and this one was this is basically just like us hanging out, and kind of like us hanging out with y'all, being able to just have some fun conversation, and just a good fun. This is a good little gift for y'all for Christmas. We're like Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. I think what? You think Christmas Eve would be a good day to drop this episode? Maybe the day before that?
Yeah, maybe I feel like if Christmas Day, you're not listening to a podcast.
No.
So maybe Christmas Eve or even the 23rd.
I think the 23rd would be
I think the 23rd is a good day. Okay, and also, people are traveling to get to Christmas Eve. They're in the car. Of course, they're going to listen to a Nice Catch podcast episode.
Yes. That is perfect.
Yeah, and 23rd it is.
I like it. I mean, hey, so that's a good day. I'll get out a post, and on that post, I want you to put who you would add to the naughty list and the nice list. Who, what,
yes.
where? I guess
where AstroTurf naughty list, non-contact injuries.
With AstroTurf. Yeah, we do not like that.
Yep.
Yeah, hey, that was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
We just right before, let's do this.
Literally, the prep for this specific, because we're going back to back tonight. The prep for this episode was about 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
And we were just like, you know what, let's wing it. And I feel like it flowed well. It doesn't sound like we winged it, you know? In a bad way. It doesn't sound like we just came out here and didn't know what we were doing.
Exactly. Yeah. We had fun with it. That's what matters.
Heyo.
Cool. Well, you have finals to study for? I don't want to study for my finals, but maybe I should a little bit.
Yeah, I guess I should. But I guess you can take us out, Hank.
Awesome. Well, Merry Christmas, and thanks for listening to the Nice Catch Podcast. We're here to serve you, our listener, and give you the football content you deserve. If you love football, continue to tune in each episode from the offseason all the way through the playoffs. This is the Nice Catch Podcast.